And that's once they get rolling. Are they tied? I tied them already. Yes.
The bags are tied?
Yeah, I tied them. Always have a check. There was some lightning. See if the tell me if the microphone's working. Got a good squall just to the north of us. Should be in the clear. Flying out of your way. Really nice squall. Got my best friend working with me since I've known since we were 10 years old. Probably the oldest person I know on the planet besides my family. Living the dream. You were dreaming about this a long time. I remember you like, oh, I want to get a boat where me and you can work together. Well, we're doing it. Again.
You got a mic? I got you.
Work pretty good? Yeah, it's alright. It's for cheap, $20 mic. It's not too bad. I don't know if it's working. They'll tell me if it's working. Got 16 people watching us.
That's it.
I've had 31, then the internet cut out. It's not 100% the internet.
That's pretty cool.
See the little blue light out there?
On the Starlink?
You can see it flashing, it's working, and when it's dead, and when it's just on, it's losing the signal.
Oh, when it's straight on?
Yeah.
I think it's a good light show now.
Yeah, it is a beautiful, we'll turn you out towards the storm there. People come and go, now it's 12 people. Main one is my friend Mermaid, but I love them all. Mermaid. There's some good ones out there I really care about. Stevie, Kathy. Once it's been with me forever here. Got both our pipes in. Yeah, they're fine. I got to clean these tanks out a little bit. It's got a little bit of grass in them. I like starting with clean tanks. There's a really dirty one there. Yeah, mine, I can see how it's flickering a little bit. Something weird about it. They're fine though once it gets dark. We're only going to do a 20-minute tow to start with to see how trashy it really is. And they'll live better as well. Beautiful out. I always tighten these lines up after we put over just to, in case we hang on anything. They're already pretty tight. Make sure. Super tight. In case you ever hang down, ain't gonna give it much play. Ooh, lightning. Seen that. Lightning's okay until it hits you. I've been close. I seen it steam the water when I was in my teens. Literally steaming the water when it hits. I hear that thunder. All right, let me check our speed. Speed seems to be okay. Get me a bottle of water. Need some more tomorrow. Alrighty. Get the slickers out. Where are they at? There we are. Probably need my tops here before too long. They're right there if I need them. The other night I tried to fix that net and the boat was moving. I couldn't see. I couldn't get it started. See a couple of down spouts. Another one trying to push up on the end out there. We keep doing the water spouts down to a minimum. I'll be happy. Alright, remember the night where I had the bow hatch blow off? I had the flat earther with me and he was like, I don't want to ever come out here again. Basically, he did quit. But that night, I felt like we were in the edge of a water spout or something. And I did that twisty. It had the bow hatch was spinning around and round up there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That night was crazy.
Vortex going or something?
I felt like it was, yeah. I felt like that's why it was so extreme for that moment. I've been through a lot of squalls, out here doing this. And that one there is in my top 3, most likely. And my top one blew the bow window out and blew my antenna off, where I couldn't communicate anymore. And we didn't have cell phones back then. We did, but they didn't do much more to make a phone call. But yeah, that was an extreme one there. We could see it coming, and what was weird, it was calm. And all of a sudden, we had big waves coming in from the west, and I'm like, wow, there's a wind with whatever's coming out there. Already having the waves reaching us, And that was probably 60-mile-an-hour winds or something when it hit. But that was wild when it blew the bow hatch off and it was trying to knock the windows out. I wish it would have just ripped from the boat instead of stood up there and beat it to pieces. But it was doing this up there in the bow. And I was like, I told him to grab the bow hatch, grab it. And then when I realized how bad it was, I was like, come back in here. I don't want it to suck you out. I'm like, fuck it, leave it.
Yeah, Nathan, right?
Nathan, yeah, that was his name. He was the only flat earther I ever met on the boat. He was funny. He's like, I was like, it was flat. Why can't I see Florida? He says, you can with a good pair of binoculars. I was like, I don't care what kind of binoculars you got. You're not going to see Florida from out here. Oh, mercy. It's funny, though. You got to see the sun right now. See if y'all can see it. Let me show it to you. Really cool sky right now. The sun has already set, but it's a reflection of the aluminum that they have been spraying all day. The sun's gone, but it's the aluminum and barium and strontium reflecting the sky. They were spraying right at sunset. They've been spraying us all day and for several days now, ever since this weather hit. But very unusual. Lots of lightning going on. Pretty bad squall out there. I like the flickering too. See a couple spots where it's trying to make water spouts, but it hasn't come out yet. That's one right there where it's trying to push clouds down. Anyhow, we gotta get going here. Let me get dressed. Oh, don't do that. You okay in there? Yeah, I just pushed on it and it opened up. It don't lock. There's a zip tie in there. Yeah. Main thing that it didn't go up, which it didn't. The zip tie just broke. That's all it was, and it didn't come up. So go ahead and slide it in behind me. I don't know why they haven't had a problem with that. That's probably not 100% legal. Because it's supposed to come loose. It's flipped upside down. But it's supposed to come loose. I think you had to flip the whole thing over. There you go. It's supposed to, it's static, come loose. On its own. In the water, yeah. Try to make it where I can see the sun. I'll turn the boat a little bit. The glare of the sun. All right, everything's good. The speed's good. 17 foot of water, getting deep out here. See, I couldn't have drug out here until you changed the lines the other day. Deep out here. Oh, that sounded I heard that. Oh, is that? Oh, it's a fish, probably. Probably mackerel or something. Nah, that's fish under the boat. Ladyfish, mackerel or something. These fish are out here in the summer too. You just can't do nothing with the freaking sharks. Sharks have been thick. If you were trying to gill net them, you know. Good. These sporties find these fish out here all the time. But that's fish. That's no doubt in my mind. That's a school of fish under the boat. I haven't been down here, but we've had unreal sharks to the north. I'm sure they're here too. Still confused on what shark we seen the other night. I really don't think it's a bull shark.
Is it like maybe a dusky?
A dusky or something, yeah. His nose is broad, not a black tip, but it's still got a little point to it, so it's not a bull shark. See how wide his fins were too?
I didn't really see that yet.
Yeah, the fins are really broad and wide for what he is. I gotta look at duskies. I've seen quite a few of them, but I feel like it's a dusky. Like I said, there's 300 species of sharks. Over 300, like 360, but some of them stingrays and stuff. But we have a lot of them here in the Gulf. It was a trip on the shark tracker, that great white in between us and Anklet a while back.
Oh, yeah. I actually saw that on Facebook or something.
Yeah, that's where it showed me. Then I went on tracker and seen it myself. It was only a few miles off Newport Richie. But my grandpa's caught two off Carpet Springs, gillnet back when I was a child. Both of them about 6 and 8 foot, which isn't that big, but
Big fucking fish.
the one that I seen in Terracea Bay, he's probably 12 to 14 foot. He was really big. The largest girth I've ever seen on a shark, and I've seen giant tigers, makas, everything, but I've never seen something so broad. Then come to a narrow tail.
I'd like to see a tiger.
I've seen 12, 15 foot tigers in Louisiana. I've visually seen him going in the boat. And David had an experience with a giant tiger out there as well. Gillnet and off of Hudson, we caught a little 5-footer one day. Beautiful shark, beautiful. That's why they make a lot of skins out of them. I wonder who that is.
I barely see him.
Yeah, you don't have any lights on whatsoever. Yeah, our spotlight is, there it goes, not working. It came on there. Ten more minutes. 10 more minutes. I had sprinkling on it. I'm gonna look at the radar, but I can't. I got my camera on. Can't do both. We'll be all right. There's some lightning. Did you put your Wi-Fi on? You pick up the internet and then put it on Wi-Fi calling so you can still communicate if you need to. It appears I'm going to need my rain jacket. Did you get that net sewed up? Excellent. Glad you fixed my cleaning string for me too. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm having 4 minutes of time on this.
No, that was really nice. I promise. It's raining, guys. I probably won't be able to put you over the table, but you can still hang out with us and watch the light and show. Woo! But you were in a bad place on my fishing. Get out there. I'm gonna fly. Alright, let's see. Get down a little bit. Set the last one you did. Get up, Yeah. We're 13 nautical miles from the tripod here, and I think I've been working about 5 miles to the north from it. So it is 5 miles farther. I think it's around 18, but I would drag back a little bit of that. We'll go the southern route in tonight. We just have to watch the couple of park fellows. Yes, sir. I'm always careful. It doesn't take much to really screw up in this stuff. Just like me the other day running out. And then Jason literally told me the other night that he ran up on a mud. We got a city to copy of that. There's no mud here. It's sand or rock, one or the other. A sand shoal, maybe, but we don't have mud in Hernando that I've ever seen. It's funny as all this.
Doesn't seem like it must make up its mind. Coming down to a little bit more, lightened up, start coming down a little bit more.
Well, most of the bad weather is definitely pushed north, but it's growing. Like last night, he was telling me, oh, it looks like it's moving east. It was spreading east, and coming out. It was bad at the house on the way home. It poured.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, it poured. Getting off the beach.
It was funny. I'm trying to get the lines tightened back up where it's square. And it started raining. I was like, Lord, a little bit too early. And then it stopped. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. So I started getting my stuff off before I could get on the boat and came down again. I was like, okay, it's time to leave. I got it. But it was funny how it stopped. But I was like, oh, Lord, give me a minute more. And it stopped like instantly while I was trying to tie the boat up. It's all, I would say, just.
I put that light right back here.
No, it's fine. It glows on the channel. I think, fine. Fine. We got 5 more minutes. We're going to check it. Not as bright as that last one. Yeah, and when I'm going up the channel, I just flip it off here. I don't have a problem with it. It reflects, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, I have all kinds of different light sources if I need one.
What did you say the light bulb was?
It comes on automatically. There's no code.
You gotta hit the Starlink though?
All you got to do is just, you might have to hit Starlink.
Yeah.
Mine connects automatically, but there's no code.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then just Wi-Fi calling, and then you'll get your texts and phone calls. Go back to your setting. Wi-Fi calling. I can see.
It's in the end settings, isn't it?
I don't know, mine's right on the front page. I need my glasses there. I can't see anything up close. I can see great far away. Just the up close parts.
I don't really need it.
No, I need to just go back to it for a second though.
I would go into the settings. So yeah, you got it.
Wi-Fi not connected.
Starlink's on.
Might give it to you automatically.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how all the phones are so different.
I'm gonna try and text you.
It should work.
Yeah.
You still have a little bit of a signal.
Yeah, I did.
But out here, I just turned, I even turned my, I put it on airplane settings because I don't need it.
Pretty satisfied with it, huh?
And it just, you can do it with these boats for $55 a month. You know what's funny? When I was using the $55, it seemed like it drew more data. Now that I'm unlimited, I can go with the 55 plan. Seems like it's a little bit suspicious there because we're not using, 5 to 7 a week, a day, and we're not fishing every day. They're using like 2 gigs. It's not that they can go the whole time. So 20 days would be literally 40 gigs, what all they're using. But it's great for emergency still, no matter what. And it's only $200 for the thing. If I was going to redo it and have one out here, I would buy the bigger one. That had the router on the thing. it doesn't lose as much often signal to me. This one loses signal a little bit more often there. Calm down, folks. Tide must have turned out. You're going fast. I want to go fast. I'm going too fast. It is hot right now, ain't it?
Just get rid of there.
I couldn't do it without the fan. I would have went back to Alaska and helped my buddy's lawn line right now. But the ocean is too rough on my hips. That's why I quit. I just couldn't take, you got to imagine being in 8-foot seas, trying to do it. Oh, it's just too much on me. Too much pain. My hips and all, they're just something not quite right with them. But I'm trying to do exercise and it does get better.
Got enough pressure?
For now it is. We will bump it up.
Break the tank.
Maybe bump it up just a hair, just for the tank. But once we get 30,000 on, I got that thing screaming because we need the airflow. You ain't got to take it off. There's a slit for it.
See a difference? Let's shut it off.
Jason's like, yeah, I've been shutting it off 2 or 3 times an hour. I didn't say anything, but we haven't had to do that. About the same. Let me see the RPM of it. And I just reach under here. I don't ever... that's why that slipped there, I think. But I thought your son did as well.
Something new every day.
Got 20 people with us. Hello, everybody. Haven't had time to read your comments, but nice photo lighting behind us. I've seen that. It went from 20 to 12. I should have said hello. Goodbye. I missed the light bulb. But all right, see where we're at. We're about to get it. All right, you might as well check it. Might be trashy. Well, it looks fine. I don't like when they get holes in them, little shell, get inside, different things. Not raining this minute. Only lasted a minute. Hey, yeah, it don't matter. It'll happen if it wants to. Alrighty, let's do it. Deep out here tonight. We've been working in 10-foot of water. It's almost 20. It's 18 on the bottom machine, so it is 20 foot of water under the boat. That's water-wise. I slow down just so the boat can keep momentum. I don't like when it gets near the thingamajigger there. Be careful.
Looking it up?
Yep, Roger. Oh, there's something back there. I can see it from here.
I'm going to get caught on that route.
Yeah, Yep, sometimes I have to walk back there, pain in the butt, but they can't see anything if I don't put them back there with us. Sometimes I gotta flip it off, but most of the time I can get it out there. Oh, that ain't too bad. Looks like shrimp though. They look shrimpy though. Nice. Oh yeah, that's meat right there for a little 25-minute daylight. Excellent. Short drags, they live better. I don't know how long they've been going on. Pressure is really good and separates them at the end of the night. All things that keeps them alive. The lightning out there, can y'all see it? Roger, roger. Let's turn around on that, my friends. Let's do a turn around, turn around, turn around. Lightning, I see it, I see it. Lightning out there. I better put you over the table until the rain comes. Here we go, right at 18 foot of water, about 20 foot of deep. 20 out of the boat, about 20 foot of water, 18 out of the boat. Alrighty. Stop it right there. I think he's missing a mark somewhere there. Oh, I see it. Love it or hate it. I love it. Oh, we should be bucking the tide here. All right. 8:57. We'll pick it up at 9:30. Speed looks good. Everything looks good. Let's get it. I lowered a little bit. Hopefully y'all get to see a little better. That feels good right there. It's a little grassy. As soon as we get done, we're going to pick it right back up. They look like they're pretty shred to me.
Yeah.
I don't know about for commercial, but bait, they're beautiful. Not a bad daylight. Until Rand tells us no, we'll bring them to him. They're bigger up north, though, for sure. And if we do a commercial, we'll go up there tomorrow night.
Thanks, I have one.
She's gonna have an order. I bet it's Memorial Day weekend. People are taking off the whole week and stuff. I would think. When does kids get out of school? This week or is it a little bit later?
I get Friday.
Oh, so they're out of school all week. Oh, they should be banging this week. Tell Jason we'll work every day he don't want. I can start saving some money. I bought that battery charger booster, whatever it is, jumper.
Badass.
I like it, man. I'm sorry. You see how quick it cranked my vessel? I mean, my vehicle. But do you think it would crank this motor? It says 6.0.
Mine does.
Yeah, I thought about carrying it in my backpack in case we ever have a problem or somebody else does. Oh, beautiful shrimp. No, I thought it was a great idea to have, you know.
Yeah. No, funny is I never needed one.
We're not seeing this stuff up there at all.
Yeah.
I'm picking it now, but we're not seeing it. Morgan told me they were smaller down here for sure. That's smaller for sure. These might be 13 pounders. Make sure you don't pick no soft.
Yeah. It's been a minute. I'm sure I'll figure out how to clean it again.
Oh, you have to clean them out. Seahorse. Little baby seahorse. He's alive. He's wrapping around my finger. Oop. Come back here. There you go. Now he's gone. He fell on the corner deck there. Oop, I threw a foul fish. I need a pig cleaner to stick it through my gloves. Yeah, these are way smaller than what we've been picking. Way smaller. These might be 12.5 pounders. Not commercial quality at all so far. We've been picking stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what 14.5, 14.25 pounders are. Yeah, no, this is amazing bait, but we haven't been seeing any of that. As long as Rand don't care, you know, it is what it is, but that is not what the quality we've been catching up north. Definitely don't want to do a commercial night right here, you know, it's not what you're looking for.
Right.
But shrimp, yeah, there's shrimp here. I mean, unreal shrimp, look at that. Don't put a lot of big fowls on the table either. They just live better. Way smaller shrimp though. You'll see the difference tomorrow night when we go up there. Very shrimpy though. Come here. I don't see any sharks yet. That is neat now, I'll tell you what. Very meaty. They are thick. For a daylight drive. That's what John always did when he messed with these lights. He always flipped that one towards him.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Oh, it makes it brighter for sure. Yeah. This is unreal shrimp, buddy. They're just little. I say around 12 pounders at this moment. Neat, though. I'll tell you what, that is neat. My goodness, that's a lot of shrimp for the little drag we did. Ow, he poked me. He poked me. My light's definitely becoming a strobe. My light's starting to strobe out on me over here. Starting to get that flickering. I thought it was a wiring problem, but I don't know anymore. The other night the wind blew hard and it started flashing at me, but I don't know what to believe. One extreme to the other on the side shrimp of what I've been bringing into this, though. These are not 13.5 pounders by no means. Not even close. I'm going to be embarrassed to bring these in for rent. You know what I mean? Compared to what I've been bringing in. But right now, we're more worried about 20 bait than anything, which is not going to be a problem. Wait till you see what I've been catching up north tomorrow if we go up there. But there's not a lot you could do with that for commercial, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of that in it. But it goes back to what he takes. You know, if he takes it, don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? But as far as messing with him for years, that's usually what he would not really want. You know.
Well, Memorial Day weekend maybe also look at different ball games.
Absolutely. Well, they're catching plenty of commercial right now across the board up north there, 15 pounders, you know, that kind of stuff. These are not even in the ballpark of that. What you need. But they are thick. I'll give them that. They are amazingly thick. These shrimp should not be ready to go offshore anytime soon. Hopefully. Are you picking them all?
I'm kind of being a little selective.
All right.
Not very, you know what I mean?
But I've seen a couple I probably should have left out.
Good looking bait.
Oh, it's beautiful bait. I said that to start with. Yeah, just beautiful bait.
Yeah, no, stays like this.
But there was a couple that I probably should have left out there. I've been picking the table, and that's what I was doing there.
For the most part,
I think I should. Like the couple I've been throwing to you. I was just curious what you were doing. It's a great bait, no matter what. But I can leave out some of these smaller ones for sure. Ow. You poked me. You poked me. They all look very healthy right now, though. It's an incredible first drag. I tell you what, this one here is going to be even more crazy.
yeah, and then working on boats, it's like, over. Wow.
Like riding a bicycle.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't forget.
That's pretty clean too, you know?
It was very clean, yeah. This one here is going to be a little bit more because that was a short drag there. But the shrimp's probably going to get thicker. I see why they kind of got backed up the other night. Super hot right now. I think our storm died out. A little breeze wouldn't hurt. Supposed to pick up after midnight. Starfish. One of the better first drags I've had in a long time, though. bottom. Good. Make sure we bring some more water in my room. The storm went to the north. We're finding a little breeze off of it. Pretty hot. As soon as we get done, we're going to get an exit. It'll be all night like that. We won't get a break. It's the only way to keep up with it. Go, go, go. Go, go, Gadget. Come back here. There's a big one. I got one more scoop. Baby seahorse again. Ow. Poke me. Have you heard from John any?
I mean, go over there.
Don't worry about him.
Somebody's just dribble sandwich.
Nice, nice. I was kind of hoping he'd take my place when I get my license. I imagine I'll hear from him in the next couple of weeks. It's got one more review, obviously, and that's professional qualifier or whatever. So they're going to go through with a fine-tooth comb with him. My uncle told me it sounds like you're about to become a captain when he got that, you know. The first guy goes through all the bullshit. If you don't see anything, he passes it on to the next guy.
That's cool, man. That's great.
Man, it's been such a long battle and wait. That's crazy, actually. You got to think, I started this in January 1st. You know, January 10th, I went to school. I went and got my TWIC card the day after Christmas. So, I mean, I really started it right around Christmas. The government shutdown really slowed it all down. Alright. I benefited in there, but just because I'm trying to hurry.
Yeah, I think so. In a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I ain't got time to go through it. It's too many shrimp. But it's going to be way over our order no matter what. You can move them back into 2 tanks. Split it into 2.
Every drag.
Split it into 2 tanks. You don't ever let them build up. Put them in 2 tanks. Not all of them, but just thin them out. I don't ever let my shrimp lay together like John did. He killed a bunch that day I worked with him. And he told me what he did wrong. But he killed a shitload. I split one scoop, then I put the other one up front. And it looks like we need to clear the grass off of it. That's almost 4,000 that drag, 3,000. I got over 1,500 here. And I split it between the 2. You don't want to ever be able to see the bottom of the tank in these bubbles. Let's get it. Let's go get backed up on that. $30 right now. Oh, I gotta get my camera. Get you up here so you don't get that stuff there. There again, yeah, I don't want to lose that. I still owe $500 on that stupid thing. Been paying on it 2 years and they told me I still owe $500. I almost fell off. AT&T sucks. I wanted to pay cash when I bought it. They were like, oh, we can't allow you to do that. We don't make interest on it. Oh, you talking about double dilly stuff. Corporations are evil, man. They're evil. Sorry. Going too fast, too fast. Corporations are the most evil things on the planet right now. And they all owned by a few families, the sad part. I just did a big study on the food corporations. Every one of them is owned by like 5 families. Everything we eat. We got their butt today now, this time. A little bigger. They stick too, I can see them in the bag. Jason found them, they found them. About the same as the last drag though, I don't think it's any more. A little bit more? Yeah. That'll probably be 3 an hour there. I mean 3 a drag, that's 6,000 an hour. You think we're gonna get our order? Maybe we should ask for 3 o'clock. Who's running tonight? Did you find out? Jason. I think he likes the later time. Bond's early, Jason's a little bit on time or late a lot of times, which I don't mind him being 5 minutes late. But two different drivers there. I like both of them a lot, though. Turn around, turn around. Turn around time, turn around time. Hello, Kathy Roberts. I can't really see everybody's name, but hello, everybody. All AW. Shrimping. It's hot right now. No wind. Storm to the north. It's hot. That wind shut down. I want my storm to come back now. Not good. I don't know what that is. Oh, that might be a blue one. Next one, I get back out. Pretty deep right now. I'm gonna let it out of here more. Hot out here. A little shallower on this end of the drag. We're gonna get back out here deeper here on the next one. That's why I cut a little short, a little shallower here. It's only 17 foot of water under the boat at 18. Alright, let's see. Slow down a little bit. We're going with the tide. Get a drink of water and get back at it. Come on, pilot. They're going with the tide, so I got to run a little bit lighter. Move around the speed I want. Boom's overhead going down. That means the tide is going out on the west coast of Florida. The east coast of Florida means the tide is coming in. That looks pretty good right there. We'll get back here and start working. Oh, mercy. About the hottest I felt right here. Get our grass out. It's actually pretty clean here compared to what we've seen. Just a lot of shrimp. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Let's pick a little bit less of little. We don't need all that little stuff.
I mean that rain.
Oh, the rain, yeah, we should have came over. I am sweating.
Yeah, man.
I miss Alaska on days like this. They're catching longline fish right now. My buddy from Florida's there, and our helper from New York City's over there right now, Justin. New York City. I'm really surprised he came back to Longline. He worked with us doing purse seine in his first year ever on a boat. He did a great job, though, man. He said he wouldn't quit. He did. But I think he did a great job all the way around. Now he's doing Longline out there in 3,000 feet of water or less. They were halibut the other day, catching halibut. We do that in 300 fathoms instead of 5, so it's a little shallower. A fathom, 6 foot deep, 1 fathom. Right? Out there with the sperm whales, they are, them guys. Out there with Moby Dick. See a couple dead ones on this drag. Couple soft. Night and day difference. A couple softies on this.
Yeah. I'm few on the left. Still was on an hour ago.
Your son said there was a few soft ones for sure.
There's a big one. Get it, get it.
About the hottest I've been in a few weeks. Bro, it's going to be 90s up there towards Montana this week. Not even heard of before. Mexico's got 105 this week. In parts of Mexico. Pretty big country. Alaska sounded better. I've seen it 80 there. It ain't exactly always cold there either. I miss Alaska. Wow, we got their butt on this one. I ain't gonna lie. Not that I ever do, but I ain't lying. That's thick. They thick. Just picking shrimp, picking shrimp. Oh, take me out, take me out. Wow, that's almost double what we did on the last track, feels like. So it's gonna be 6,000 an hour. Is what it's gonna look like. Way more dead on this one. Weak, dead. It'll burn way more fuel when we're cranked up, but it'll keep them a lot better, living better. Hot like this, they need oxygen. And there's so many in the tank, I don't think they're getting enough in the tank. The color of them is what I go by, the color of them. When they start getting that spotted tiger stripe look, they don't look healthy to me. Or they're not happy. Something smells funny. Something offshore, blowing offshore here. It smells something coming from land. It smells odd. Almost like smoke or something. I'm not sure. The other day on the way in, we were going through forest fire smoke.
Yeah, the boat burned down in the dock a couple days ago.
That's kind of what it smells like, but I doubt we're smelling a particular doctor out here, but maybe. I almost feel like I seen something on Facebook about that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There was one in North Carolina that burnt down I was very familiar with, out of Swan Quarter. Also, might have been it. Wow, man, we're gonna be overloaded on the first drag, second drag here. We'll push over our time.
Well, breeze feels good.
Yeah, I think that's why we started smelling that smell there. I'm glad for it. It was supposed to pick up after midnight, so hopefully it will. A little breeze. Oh, come back here. Oh, I lost the big one. Oh, that's small shrimp, that's big. Oh, finally starting to get them thinned out a little bit. Yep. Three more scoops and I'll be done. We're gonna need to shut the putt-putt off again. I guess it is about once an hour. I've been idling it down, shutting it off, then I'll speed it back up. I don't just shut it off when it cranks up. So we need to keep the water pressure amped up for sure. And that makes it suck even harder where even more grass gets on there. So that's why the double intake makes it a less suction.
Yeah.
We did in Louisiana, and it stopped the mud from going into our engines when we got in shallow water. We didn't have no choice, or we'd burn up our engines. And they're digging in shallow water to suck up the mud and clog the engine up. I've taken the sea strainer out, and it'd be just pure mud. As soon as we did that double intake, it ended. It didn't suck hard enough to pull the mud up into it. That's where I got the idea for it. And I want to do a research system, but I want to put a sea strainer on it as well that we can clean every once in a while. For just the recirculation part.
Yeah, I got it.
John brought that up, and that's genius. Never thought about it. Very smart. One more scoop. One more scoop should do it. I'm gonna let my friends in YouTube go, because I ain't got time to play with the phone anymore. It's gonna get crazy from here on out. About 6,000 shrimp an hour. You can't be playing with the phone. Yep. You can't be playing with the phone, that's for sure. Appreciate all y'all standing by with me. So as soon as I get down here, I'm going to shut it off. Yeah, y'all can still hear me. Well, that's 6,000 on the boat. Two drags. Less than an hour, too. What's the boat out here with us? I don't know where he went. Maybe he's catching too many. I have no clue where he went. If you're on 10,000 orders, you would only need to make 1.5 more tags. I'm glad those days are gone.
Yeah, shit.
There's some guys still doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To me, it looks like it's not getting as much pressure as it normally does. I don't know if it's a little bit grassy on the bottom or what. That was a mess. 6,000 all day long. 6 all day long right there. Yeah, it is. It's going to get worse and worse. Between now and Memorial Day, then it just amps up big time. Hey, 10 more people in there. Come here, guys. Since there's 10 on you, I'll let you hang one more drag here. Go ahead and get it. Just a hair over 30. Excellent work.
Pull it up, guys.
Oh, it does. It's all right when they're new. I just worry about when they wear out a little bit. You have to flip it sooner, you know. But no, they're fine. I don't like it when it's trying to get under the boat. I'll turn around as we're picking up here. Excellent shrimp in here, no matter what. It's beautiful. Hanging it look on the outside of it. I'll get it here in a second. They thick in there. I can see them hopping already. Yeah, sometimes I gotta flip it out of the way of it. They thick in there. I can see them hopping. I take it off every time it's not my night. I gotta get some more tie straps or I won't be able to put it up next time. Come out there. Woo! Ooh, that's just neat right there. That's eight. It's gonna be 8,000 an hour. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10,000 on right now. Pretty good. I wish we could call them until 3 o'clock because we're gonna have so many little ones that ain't funny. As long as Red takes them, I don't care. But it's not commercial by no means. Pick them up, yeah, we can. When they're this thick, it's kind of hard to be picky because you're trying to get done with it. I'm not picking the fleas anymore for sure. I mean, some can get in there still, but I'm not picking them. But they're pretty uniform. They're just not the big ones we're catching up north, which is kind of weird. Why wouldn't they all be the same size? But dang, it turned around quick. What is that, a 360 there? Way too quick. Clear the wheel, get the grass off the wheel. That's straight. So they're bucking the tide now. I have to pump it up a little higher. Oh, drinking water tonight. Plastic contaminated water. Well, I wish they were trying to make us healthy, my friends, but oh, see it. None of our food is what it was 30 years ago. Alright, let's see. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Wow, that's soupy right there. Pressure? Yeah, I bumped it up even more also. Forgot my camera. I forgot y'all. I forgot you. Last one, my friends. I just don't have time to play with the phone. A couple big ones out. unreal now. Unreal shrimp. Always pretty neat, a little piece. That's a lot of work. Got to be worms of some kind. Yeah, it definitely bumped up. It's small. I'm not picking near as small as I was. I mean, I ain't saying some might not be getting in there, but I'm not targeting them. Which is a little more aggravating, actually, but I like where you just pick the table. Yeah. No. Not even. Oh yeah, not even close. I don't care if you only pick the big ones. They're not 14 pounders. Not even close. I mean, like our shrimp's been that. You know what I mean? Across the board.
I got you.
Wait. Yeah, just way. That's why all the commercial boats are up there. All of them.
Yeah.
Jeff, everybody. They're picking 15 pounders out of it. You know what I mean? And mine was 14 and a quarter. These are 12 and a halves, I would say. Even if we keep the little ones out, they'll be still 12 and a half. You can weigh them at 13 and a half, but they're not. But they're not. I mean, we had tons of that stuff. Most of it was uniform. They were all beautiful, you know, just across the board. Taking the table. The last night out, there was a few more smaller shrimp, but only because their tide's right, you know, where everything's popping. battery doesn't last very long on this microphone compared to the one I lost. I realized it shut off there. But I'm about to turn y'all off, my friends. Sorry about the microphone shut off, but this is not great quality. They may look the same, but the battery's not even close. But I realized it turned off there. We're gonna shut it all down here pretty quick. As soon as I get done with this table here. Thank you for joining me. I'll be working tomorrow night too if y'all want to get a couple hours in. But the microphone I used to have lasts way longer than this one does. But stand by, I'm going to shut it off. Thank you for everybody. See y'all later. Stand by.